Hello, folks. Well, the dog is doing better today. He was wrestling on the bed with me, and as you can tell, he's out here in the room. He was actually bothering me. So the poor dog yesterday was in pain because of his blown elbow. So the anti-inflammatory painkiller rigamajig we got him on obviously is working. So let's go in hat. Yeah, it's raining. Or can I get away? No umbrella. Yeah, I better take a hat. Good morning, Mindy. Bindi? Mindy. Yeah, I was brushing my teeth and Doug was harassing me. So it's raining, guys. So I've got to take the rain device. And we know what streaming with a rain device is like. It sucks. Alright, let me get outside the door first here. I'm not doing this right. Right. Umbrellas and doors, eh? So we're going to do something a little different this morning. What I'm going to do is hello Thomas, I'm going to go around and open the short bus duck door. Oh. Oh, sneeze. I'm wondering if I should do that or not. I'm having a hard time with this umbrella. I'm gonna go down there. If there's not a mad bunch of ducks, I was going to do an experiment. My idea was I was going to open the back door so the short bus ducks could get out. Oh, look at that, eh? That's a whack of ducks. That's a sea of ducks. Oh, Patty, you have no idea how loud it's been here. We had a visitor last night, and I was up for, I don't know. Well, Doug, because the painkillers are working, he was like up running around the house barking. Okay, there's nobody at the gate, so I think I can open this, and they might not know. We'll see. If they start all coming down this end, I'll close the gate because I don't want them all coming out this gate because we'll get hurt ducks. Oh no. No ducks. No, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, they're coming. I don't want to rush coming out this gate. See? See them coming down? The ducks would get hurt. The geese are here. Okay, let's go do this at the other gate. Oh, the geese are coming after me now. Yeah, it was a bad brain fart. Oh no, they're gonna follow me around the pen. Yeah, look at this. I'm like the Pied Piper of ducks. Listen to this morning, eh? yeah, look at that, eh? Over at the gate, it would have been a mess. Imagine doing a sit down in here now on the milk carton. I'd have to actually mic myself up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get going here. Get this opened up. Oh no, short bus ducks, look at them. Look at the short bus ducks, guys. Hello, Tilly. Well, say hi to your granddaughter. Look at those short bus ducks. Unbelievable. Alright, let's go over and open that back gate. I had that idea, you know, having the back gate. You need two people. Somebody to open the back gate when I open the front gate. You need two people here for a lot of things. Yeah, short bus ducks are coming down this way. Oh man. They're so funny. I think they got me trained. I think that's what it is, guys. They've got me trained. It's not that they're stupid. They're exceptionally smart. But I know one thing. Oh, sorry really about the bad camera here, guys, but this umbrella thing, it sucks. Oh, and walking backwards on slippery ground with rubber boots, it sucks too. And I figured out why I'm in so much pain here. My foot yesterday was so sore, I forgot to take painkillers yesterday. I realized that this morning. Okay, there's some short bus ducks up there at the top that they're not too sure. This is so funny. Oh no, yeah, there's the gate. Yeah, you got it right there, short bus duck. I think there's still some around the edge of the barn. This is... Oh, yeah, there is. Look at them. They're coming out. Hang on, I gotta hook this gate here. Okay, I'm having a problem here. Okay, as you can see, I have this umbrella thing, and it's causing a problem. Alright. I gotta come up with a system. I need to come up with an umbrella mount or clamp. I need to come up with a clamp to hold my umbrella over top of the phone. Oh, the rain's coming down harder now. I wasn't going to come out with the umbrella. I'm glad I did. Okay, it's amazing how many short bus ducks are over here. I didn't think it was supposed to be raining like this today. I thought today was supposed to start to clear up for this really nice weekend. Okay, look at all these short bus ducks. We need a regular bus here today for this. I bet you, oh, that little duck could come back out. Hey? You're ready to come out? You look like you're better. I wonder, how could I catch you holding an umbrella? I'm going to do that later. Yeah, it's running really good. It looks like there's, oh, sorry. It looks like there's no death in the barn, guys. I just took a glance in there. Huh, ducks? Let's go. Oh, boys, is it ever windy? It's a full-blown rainstorm now, guys. Oh, look at that one. He's coming back. He's like, I'm not going that way. But you gotta wonder what ducks think. I don't think they do think, actually. Look at that last guy. He keeps thinking, maybe I should turn around. All right. Yeah, so yesterday I didn't take any painkillers, the naproxen, nothing. So my foot's really sore today. Muscovy in here. Oh, I see an egg. I'll come back for that later when I don't have to deal with a ring, umbrella. Yeah, there's got to be I got to come up with a clamp. I'm thinking this isn't going to be the last rainy day. I need to. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to come up with something either. I'm just thinking here. I'm trying to hold her with my big mitt of a hand here. Oh, actually, I just came up with something. All right, this will work. Except I don't get the umbrella, just the camera. Oh, and you get a little bit of umbrella in the picture, but that's what you get, guys. Like, we're going over to we know where there's water and mud. A little dot. She has the hardest time walking, eh? Look at her. She's so big. Oh, nothing says fun like playing with the water coming out of the spout. You can hear them pounding on the side of the house, eh? Oh, Dot's having a problem. Are you ever having a problem, Dot? Oh, no, you're not. You're gonna walk. You gotta keep an eye on her. She's always had problems walking, though. Always. Look at that, eh? It's like, oh man, that down there, guys. It's just, it's almost getting to the point now. You can't tell where the garden ends. Like, the only way I know where the garden is for sure is where the posts are. They've turned this whole area into a mud fest. It's it's just destroyed. Oh man, it's destroyed bad. No, I'm not expanding the garden, but it's definitely they rooted her up. Oh, is she ever coming down good, the rain? I think I figured out why my key or my doors and my car door locks don't work. my battery in the keys is dead. Because it sat for a week at the garage, because I just left it, because I didn't need it, so like I wasn't rushing in to get it. Because I read on the manual last night that if you don't drive it, the battery in the key charges in the ignition. And I was like, okay, well, I guess if it's not in the ignition, it ain't charging. That's why the door ain't locking. It's like, leave it to the Germans, to make it more complicated than it needs to be. You know, when I came outside, it was just a slight mist, just a slight mist. And I thought, okay, I could probably get away with just wearing my sweatshirt and the umbrella. I'm like, well, I'm wet. You can see. I'm a little bit afraid to look at the weather, the news, specifically Florida. What's going on down there? Yeah, good way to keep you driving. Yeah, if you stop driving, your battery goes dead on your key. They're watching Australia now? Oh, you're watching from Australia. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, I gotta get rid of this here. I got problems. The foam insulation, you're probably talking urea formaldehyde foam. That stuff is the one. It's going to be a mess, Mindy. It's just like, whoa. The storm surge is like, you know, I have friends down there. I've been trying to get a hold of them, and I can't. I've tried Skype. I've tried their cell phones. Oh, there's the dog. Oh, look at that, guys. Hey? He's not laying around, you notice? Because he's not in excruciating pain. Doug? You're not better. He's got a wicked limp, but at least he's moving. Well, I didn't call him, and he's in the video. Is that like, that's a first, isn't it? When I was brushing my teeth this morning, he was pushing against me between the counter and me, and I was like, okay, Doug, I'm brushing my teeth. Why are you bothering me? And he just wanted attention. So those $5 pills that he has to take 1.5 of every day, obviously, you know, make him feel better. Way better than the 30-cent pills, because the 30-cent pills didn't work. But I know he's still screwed. I know that. I know that he's hurt because he's gimp. He's a gimp dog. As in, he's crippled. He hurt himself, and it's probably going to take. I bet you it's going to take the whole. I bet you it's going to take all winter. Yeah, 5, and he has to take 1.5 a day, Patty. 30-cent pill didn't work. I got like a bottle of those things. I wonder, when they come up with no-name drugs, and it's like, I thought they used to work when I first got them for him, but I guess he got used to them. Or maybe I thought they worked. Maybe they never really did work. Maybe, all those times Doug was having shoulder problems and I had him on the cheap anti-inflammatories, he was never ever getting any relief. That could be it too. I don't want to think they're not on my recommended list. Well, not for Doug anyways. They don't work. Oh, she's starting to come down hard now. The rain. Okay, so according to the YouTube app, I have 3 people here right now, and 24 thumbs up. Oh man, YouTube. Look at the big chat going here, guys. Pouring rain out. I gotta unload the truck too. That's the next thing I gotta do. Oh, my back's a little sore too. There's 76 people. There's 76 people. See, this is how screwed up YouTube is, eh? I almost was just like when I got up this morning because I had a bad night last night. And did anybody hear what happened here last night? It was a freakathon. I wonder if Janie got any footage. I'm gonna check Facebook right now to see if she posted anything. It was nuts. Doug was barking. Oh, Mindy's got some good posts. Oh, Mindy. I don't see anything here. Nothing. I don't see anything. I'm clicking. Nothing. Janie. Oh, 8 hours ago. Something from 8 hours ago. Sylvia passed something. Ooh, that was a freaking peak. Yeah. 8 hours ago. Oh, I'm on the wrong connection. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sylvia got some footage of the freaking peak. So 8 hours ago would have been right around the time that I got freaking peaked at. And for some reason, we got a bad internet connection. I don't know how that could be. Wow. Are you there? Everybody here? Is it working? Okay, I'm crashing. Hang on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm bad again. Is it working, guys? It's like, it says that I got a really bad connection. Okay, now I'm back. You can't F5 a camera, Tom. Good try, though. I like your technical advice there. Okay, I gotta show you something, guys. Remember YouTube came out with the show hide or oh, what? How did that get through? Okay. Well, Patty deleted a message. Okay, this is strange. Oh, maybe because Patty responded. Okay, guys, the moderators. Got a question for the moderators. Can you see a show hide button on the chat? Oh, so you do see it. Okay. So it works. All right. That's the new thing. So that thing about hold inappropriate comments for review, that's what it is. So I guess only the moderators get to see it. The show or hide option. It was there yesterday. I didn't see it yesterday, Mindy. Okay. I didn't see it. But then yesterday I wasn't sitting in front of a computer. I was running around. Because right now there's not a comment on the camera. Nothing showing on the camera. It is new, Patty. You missed the show yesterday. I explained it yesterday morning that I implemented it on the channel. For the chat. It's supposedly the YouTube new censoring, automatic, censoring thing to help chats. You know, for limiting free speech. But there was something here last night, and it was, well, I know there was because Doug was running around barking, and I was I didn't have a good sleep at all, and it was like it lasted quite a while. It was like about Doug ran around for about 15 minutes barking. Then I got up, and I couldn't see anything. It was I'm trying to think. I was up for probably an hour and a half. Some people post some bad things. It's like, I don't know why you're sending me that stuff. I just had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's get rid of Facebook. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Let's get back to the chat here. Yeah, YouTube making the virtual world safe. I'm not too big. I don't know. I'm worried about this, the censoring thing, because I didn't know where the review was. But as long as we can see the review and we get to choose what's bad and what's good, then I just been leaving it totally up to, you know, YouTube's artificial intelligence is a scary thing. We don't want them to make our minds up for them, but our minds up by them. Yeah, well, I'm so tired. I went to bed early, thinking I'd get up early, which I wanted to, because I have things to do today, and I'm just wiped out. This middle of the night waking up thing, guys, is not fun. Okay, now the chat's frozen. There's no chat. Am I even connected? Okay, what's going on now? Go to the live control room. It says I'm alive. That's just bizarre. You guys, now I got chat again. Oh, YouTube. Thought I heard thunder. Anybody hear the big thunderstorm yesterday? It was pretty good, eh? All right. Take attendance class. My back is sore. I'm whining today. I'm tired. My back is sore. I'm just doing bad. I'm in rough shape. I was laying in bed, and Doug this morning, I knew Doug was better because Doug wanted to play this morning, which doesn't happen very often. Usually Doug's pretty laid back in the morning, and he actually was chewing on me, so he was awake and energetic, and he's in the room. The dog's in the room, and I didn't call him. That's a big improvement for the dog. Oh, I really want to see what's going on in Florida. Has anybody heard anything? I really don't want to surf the news here while I'm chatting with you. No, he's not cured. He's just, the pain is numb, Jasmine. When he walks, he's still got a serious limp. He walked across the house, well, from the front room to here. I watched him this morning when I came downstairs, and his elbow was really sore. Oh, he's on lockdown. Poor dog. He's gonna not know why. Not gonna know why he's tied up. You know, just got to do it because he just keeps hurting himself. The National Guard, they're gonna go after all the weapons, eh? Because you gotta collect all the weapons, incendiary devices, explosive devices, because that's what you need to make a hurricane, to save people from a hurricane. Just take everybody's weapons. Yeah, he thinks he's cured, Jasmine. You're right, but we know he's not. He's just not feeling any pain. That's why Andrew wanted to put him on the pain thing and to slow him down. I was like, no, no, no. We need Doug to hurt so that he doesn't run. Oh, everything's going up in price. Lots of prices going up. Oh, Diane, there's no sound on the 24/7 feed yesterday, my lady. And I got home and there was sound on the 24/7 feed, Diane. I rushed home, got a speeding ticket, ran over a cat, chipmunk, and the sound was on. So a cat died because of you, Diane. You're waiting to see what Jose is doing? I'm more concerned about what's going to happen this weekend. This weekend could be crazy. Like, they're talking a 28-foot storm surge. When you're talking a state that's only 3 feet above the level of the ocean. It's all right, Diane. The cat didn't mean anything to me. So it wasn't my cat anyways. I don't understand your comment, Tom. You find it funny that I ran over a cat. Oh, you're a sick woman, Diane. Do you think they should have drained Lake Okeechobee? That's quite a name, eh? Like a week ago? My buddy lives in Weeki Wachee, Florida. So I don't know what kind of, if he's going to get hit. Is that near Weeki Wachee? Okeechobee. So is that by Weeki Wachee? Your parents had a house in Weeki Wachee? Or had a house. They're not still there, right? Because my buddy, I can't get him. I've been trying him on Facebook. Or not Facebook, but Skype. I called his cell phone. And I can't get in touch with him. And he's got 2 little kids. And I want to talk to him. I've known him for a long time, and I'm just a little bit worried. He's actually my ex-brother-in-law from my first marriage. We stayed friends. Not him, and not his sister and I, though. Well, the thing is, he just bought a new house, and I know his old house had shutters on it. It had mechanical steel shutters on the windows. But his new house is more of a ranch style, not a ranch style, but it almost looks like a Leave It to Beaver type house. 2-story with all kinds of windows, and he sent me pictures, but I don't remember seeing any shutters on it. Not like his other house, which had these big round things on the top that came down and raveled down and brought the metal shutters down to cover his windows. Craftsman style, like as in the Sears house. I don't know if it was a Sears house or not. Like a Sears Craftsman house. I've never seen a Sears Craftsman house. Florida's technically underwater. That must be a Quebec thing, Jasmine. A Sears Craftsman house. Always looking for the next Mrs. X-Mat. No, I ain't looking. It'll happen when it's right, or whenever the universe decides they want to, send me down that road again. But I'm just going to check the weather here because it wasn't supposed to rain today. And it's only supposed to be a 60% chance of rain. And 17. Tomorrow's nice. 18%. Or 18%. 18 degrees and sunny. 21 and sunny. Holy mackerel. 21, 23, 24. There's some lake coming up, guys. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, lake. No, it's not a bungalow. It's a 2-story house, Jasmine. Like an old-fashioned 2-story house. You know what I mean? Full-blown 2-story house. But anyways, there's some real nice weather. So if I'm going to do the quiche, I have to do it tomorrow. Because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow's cool, but sunny. But Sunday is 21, Monday 23, Tuesday 24, and sunny. That means lake streaming. In the boat with the ducks. Watch, the ducks will run from the boat. So if I'm going to do the quiche, I have to do it tomorrow morning. And I have to start it in the morning. So like if I don't start the quiche first thing in the morning, I can't do it. Because I don't want to be doing the quiche at 2 in the afternoon. Because 10 quiches, that's too late. I'll be cooking till the ducks come home. Let's look at the radar here. Yeah, so I got to do it tomorrow. Oh, the rain's going to pass any second. It's just, it's almost done. It's just a slight weather anomaly here. And then it's supposed to only go to 15% rain. We're laughing. So, I got to go empty the truck. Empty the truck, go to the grocery store, buy that outrageously priced Swiss cheese. Dead battery in the fob, though. No, it's a key. It's a key. It's not a fob. No, this is old car. This car's 15 years old, man. It don't have a fob. It's before BMW made their cars ridiculous. This is the old style. Just a key. I couldn't afford a car with a fob. There's no Wi-Fi in this car. It's the battery in the thing to open the door, and when the battery doesn't work on the automatic door thing, what happens is the doors don't lock. You got to actually stick the key in the lock like old school and turn it on the outside. I felt weird yesterday in the parking lot using the key on the door. I haven't done that in 25 years. What size is my car? Like the measurements, Patty? Like physically how long? In centimeters or meters? Or it has 4 doors. Would I buy an electric car? Well, you know, Lester, that is something. Liters. It's a 3-liter. Just a 6-cylinder. Nice and easy on gas. I get 28 miles a gallon. I don't know what it is, how many liters. I do miles and miles per gallons. But ironically, when I fill it up in liters. Does that make any sense? Like yesterday, it took 68 liters to fill it. How many miles a gallon you get? 28. This is the problem, maybe when you're a 70s child and you work in metric and imperial both, people stand there, they listen to you, and they don't understand half what you say. Petrol, gas, yeah, same thing. That's what we call it here, gasoline. You call it petrol. I'm just looking, you guys are talking about fobs. I don't have a fob. Anyways. We had to use, window wires. My truck has that. My truck has the, like that to open it. And it's got the little wing windows, which you push and towards you for air conditioning. Oh, I love them. I love those windows. They should have never gotten rid of them. But they called them smokers' windows, eh? For smokers. What was there a question? Matt, TK asked about your beamer. That's why I mentioned the dead key. I don't know. Did he ask a question? I missed Tom's question. Sorry. I don't know what Tom asked. Oh, it was answered? Okay, Tom. All right. A reptilian? The ducks are reptilians. I don't think so. Oh, I've done the bee thing. Actually, I had not the wing window bee. I was driving down the highway in my old truck with the wing windows, but it didn't come through the wing window. It came through the regular window. It was a bumblebee, and it came through and caught me in the neck right there, and drove itself right into my neck. And of course, when it died, it had to release its stinger, right? So I had this bumblebee stuck to my neck, just dangling there, crushed because of the impact. It felt like a rock hitting the side of my neck. And I stopped on the side of the road, looked in the window or the mirror of the truck, and there was this bumblebee hanging by his rear end with this stinger stuck inside of me. And I pulled his body off, and then the stinger stuck there, and he had to pull the stinger out. It was like, poor bumblebee. He died on impact, but I had a big, giant bruise on my neck there. It took a lot of control to pull the truck over onto the side of the road under control. Unlike another person in the exact same stretch of road, had the same thing happen to him. B came in, hit him in his Jeep. He was in a Jeep, hit the Jeep. They freaked out in the truck instead of getting control of their composure, and headed on another person and killed them. The exact same stretch of road, like within a half a kilometer length, like 500 meters, 500 yards type stretch of highway. I got hit. I controlled it, pulled over on the side of the road, pulled the thing out. The other person did it and head on and killed the person. They were younger people, and they just panicked, freaked out. They both of them, they walked away from the accident, but they killed the person that they hit. But they totally freaked out, and their excuse was a bee came into the vehicle and hit them. And I'm like, the same thing happened to me, and I just sucked it up, and I remember what had happened. I was like just hanging over the wheel, like, go the pain and pull over. It was like, go get on the side of the road. It's like, because I didn't want to hit this. I didn't want to wipe out. There was no vehicles on the road when I got hit. I would have just had to hit the ditch in panic and wiped out, but I didn't. I kept it under control. I sucked the pain up. Oh, rabies shots in the stomach from the bat going through the window. The bat bit him. After it came through the window? Oh yeah, the deer coming through the window. And that's another one. Because that's what happens, eh? If they come over your hood, they slide right through the window, and then they usually kill the people inside. Speaking of that, I got a story for you. That I used to drive when I lived in Calgary. I used to drive back from Calgary every Christmas. I used to drive back. Great time of the year. Drive across Canada in the winter. Not, but this is when I would do it. Every winter I would drive home at Christmas time because the flights, this is back in the 80s. You know, when plane flights were like ridiculous, like only the elite flew. You know, because it was that expensive. There was no such thing as a deal flying home for Christmas. So I used to drive home, and I was outside of what is that place? There's Thunder Bay. It's right where highway, you're coming in when you're heading east across Canada on the Trans-Canada Highway, where Highway 11 and Highway 17 split. And you can take Highway 11 north, which is the easy road, which stays away from the lakehead. It looks shorter taking across the lakehead, the Great Lakes, but it's not a road you want to take in the wintertime because of the fog and the ice. Learned that the first trip. So I took the north road to Highway 11, which goes through northern Ontario, right at the Y in the road where you decide which way you want to go. Icy road along the lake, or up north where it's really cold. And I'm talking really cold. Like you're driving on the highway and the vehicle never warms up. Even though you've been driving for 36 hours, the vehicle still never warms up. Anyways, it's cold. There was an accident, and a moose. It was a Bronco, like a four-wheel drive Bronco thing, and he hit a moose, and it cut the top of the vehicle right off. And both people inside were cut in half by the moose. There was blood all over the highway, and it wasn't the moose's blood. It was bad. That's burned into my mind. I saw it all. Didn't see the accident. I just saw the aftermath, and it was because everything was white snow. So it was just like you're driving on the highway, and then the police lights up and the tow trucks and that slow right down. You're slowing down to go around it, and like everything's white because it was snowing, right? So it was like everything's white, and the whole highway was red, and it was all human blood. Cut two people right in half. It was bad. I remember that. That really shook me up, that trip. That's a real eye opener when you see that. You have a whole new respect for when you see the sign on the side of the road and it says, you know, moose crossing. Yeah, pay attention. They just dart out. They don't hit the button on the side of the road and flash the lights above. Hey, I want to walk across. They just dart out. Oh, Cheryl, yeah, I know. You joined at the wrong time, man. I know. It's like, it was something. We were talking about vehicles getting hit by animals. Down this rabbit hole of accidents. But we got carried away. It started off with a bee. A bee hitting my neck, and we got people getting cut in half. People head on collisions. All right, let's change the subject. Oh, man. It's life. That's right. That's right. Bee to moose murder. Exactly, Jasmine. We cover it all here on the Duck Adventure. It's real life, Tom. Exactly. We're not sugarcoating it here. This is 1 to 100 real quick. Hospital ducks. I'm going down and check them here after my breakfast. I'm going to go take care of them. One of them's getting out for sure. Black one. Runaway Conversations live on YouTube. You know, you see those videos on YouTube where they run into animals and the animal's stuck inside the grill and they drive forever and the animal's in the grill alive. And you're like, how did he get in there? What was it? I forgot it was like coyote or a small deer or something. It was inside it was like it's the most bizarre thing. It was like they're on YouTube. You can see them all. Oh, you're on Social Blade. Check my channel out, Vista Fair. Yeah, people are unsubbing. We're the unsub. Hey, how are we doing today on the unsubs? We're at a stalemate on the growth here, guys, on the channel. Stalemate. It truly is a stalemate, actually. Not everybody can handle it. Oh, we gained 4 people total on the 5th. YouTube hasn't updated it yet. We're still on the 5th of September. We netted 4 people. But we're in the 4th, we were negative 34. And the third, we were negative 33. But for the month, for 28 days, we're up 81. Oh, that's not good. Oh, but if I go 30 days, we're up 68 people. But what did we lose? We lost 39 people on the 5th. Gained 43. But when YouTube updates, because I find the Social Blade isn't always accurate, it'll say things that doesn't make sense. Are you gone, Patty? Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. Don't hit anything, eh, with that van of yours? I don't worry. I don't look at it. The only time, honestly, guys, the only time I look at this is when I'm with you on chat. I don't even look at it anymore. I don't care. I just don't care. Because if I cared, then I'd change my show to be fake, to appeal to all these people. You know what I mean? That's exactly. If I cared about this, I would change the way I would do my show. I would. I would polish it up. I would fake it. I would just, but I don't. I'm not gonna. There's 1.5 billion people out there on YouTube. There's got to be a bunch of people that want to have some real stuff, right? Out of 1.5 billion, we can't be the only ones. Correct? It's like, we can't be. Well, the thing is, the problem, Mindy, with the masses is the masses are the snowflakes. And we know what I think of snowflakes. I have a hard time with it. You know, it's like they tell me not to do something, and what do? I just do it more and more and more. Oh no, Coco, they're unsubbing from me. Trust me. They're not liking. They're not liking real. It's a little bit of a shock to them. Because a lot of people complain, you know, I get a lot of complaints from people that they just don't have time. Well, then don't watch. It's like simple as that. If you don't have time, just don't watch. But you know, the whole idea about live stream was to show everything here, and you can't show everything in 15 minutes. You know? So I'm not worried about it. If I was worried, guys, I would change. I think there's, well, just the fact that YouTube, think about this. YouTube is rolling out improvements for live streaming, okay? Why are they rolling out improvements if they didn't feel that there's a future for live streaming? Think about that, okay? They're rolling out, you know, improvements for better fan interaction. Why are they doing this? They must see a trend, right? They must see it. That's what I think. They see a trend. They see a trend that, okay, look at this. Oh. Okay, for some reason, now Cheryl's getting the show hide. I don't like this automatic thing. Because there's no reason for Cheryl to... But yet, Rex Lees, he didn't get the show hide thing. I don't like this automatic thing, guys. Because right off the start, they just picked on somebody that shouldn't have been picked on. I'm going to undo this right now. I'm opting out. I'm going to leave it up to I'm going to leave it up to my moderators to do this. Okay, no, he's Zay, Rec, Les, whatever your name is. Get out of here. We're not going to sub to your channel. Okay, come on. Community settings. I'm going to uncheck the button. Messages and live chat. I just unchecked it, guys. I don't like that. As soon as they start picking on the fans, off with their heads. We're not doing this. Okay, I've just unsubbed. ScrewTube at its best. I know, Mindy. So I just unsubbed it. So we're not partaking in the artificial intelligence. What you call it? But I gotta ban somebody here. You guys never caught him. Okay, why is he? I'm banning him, but he won't let me ban. Okay, oh there, he's gone. Okay, I got rid of them. Let's see if I can do a commercial. Well, let's just see how bad ScrewTube is today, okay? I'm going to insert a commercial right now, guys. All right, 3, 2, 1, commercial. I don't believe this. Oh man, oh man. No, 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 no. Does anybody get a commercial? Unbelievable. No, I clicked it and it said ads successfully inserted. No, no. Yeah. Ducks are offensive. That's what it is. Or I'm offensive. Yeah, but refresh is not the same as I should be able to, according to I'm allowed to insert commercials. It's like I'll read you, I'll click on the little thing, okay? Monetize must be enabled and the account must be associated with AdSense account in order to serve ads. To insert ads, the preview player must be playing at the live point in the stream. Okay. Oh, let me just try something. Maybe there's something wrong here. Maybe I did something wrong. Hang on. Okay, so I got the preview player playing. Let's try this again. Because I didn't have the preview player playing. And the preview player won't play. I got the beach ball, guys. Look at this. That's the preview player, okay? So I don't know why I had to have it playing, but I click play. Let's wait until it catches up. But it's not playing. I got the, come on. Why? It's just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And occur. Okay. Look at this. Like, you just can't win, eh? You just can't win. You can't win. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this page. Let's try that. I got sync to preview player clicked. I've clicked the preview player. Come on, it's just spinning. What, Windows 7 Pro? Oh, do you think because it looks old school? Yeah, because I got to set to classic. I hate that the new layout. Don't like those colors. I'm stuck in Windows 3.0. I like the classic. Don't like change. I'm not good with colors and shapes. I'm still confused on what drawer my tools are in my toolbox after 29 years. Error occurred again. I can't insert commercials. Okay, I'm going to click on Learn More. Error occurred. Okay, I only have one browser tab open for this. Oh, restart my computer. I'm not going to do that. Unbelievable. So I can't insert ads. I'm going to hit it right now. Oh, look at this. Now YouTube is telling me to hold. Look at this. Oh, man. Big brother, eh? Look at. Oh, I got to show this to you guys. Because I turned it off now, look at. They want me to turn it back on because they want to control the narrative on my channel. Look at that. I'm not doing that. No, not now. I can't insert ads. Yeah. So the preview player, and I don't have any other browsers open. And this is Chrome. I'm actually using Chrome. Unbelievable. You just can't win. You like the Classic too, Mindy? But you're a Mac girl. You got MacBook Pro. DOS 6. Oh man, DOS. Don't get me started on DOS. I lived DOS for 10 years. I hate DOS. I don't like the colors. I'm not, I hate that. You know the problem is, Mindy, about coming up with a version of YouTube that aren't snowflakes, is eventually some corporation will take it over, and because of greed for advertisers, they will snowflake it. But you know what I don't understand? This is something I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to explain something, which I don't understand, okay? And I got enough people here right now to run this by you. How many people do we got here right now? Because I'm just curious about this, okay? Oh, I can't even tell how many people I have here. I gotta click on the watch page. How many people? 110 people. Okay, so we got 110 people here. Okay, so this is a good mix. Okay, all right. What do you think there's more of, snowflakes or non-snowflakes in society? Like, I'm thinking like it's 50-50. Because that's usually the way the population works. $60-40, Scott? More snowflakes probably? I'm thinking it's 50-50. Because, you know, the terminology, you know, the silent majority. I wouldn't even be surprised that snowflakes are actually even, there's less, like maybe even only 30%, but because they cry like little bitches, they stick out. You know what I mean? But think about this, and this is the part that I don't get, okay? Oh, Sue's, you're optimistic. Sue, only 10% snowflakes. No, a bitch is a female dog. The thing is, advertisers, do they not want to advertise to the non-snowflakes? Like, that's what I don't understand. You know, these advertisers that get all worked up. What about all us non-snowflakes? Don't they want to advertise to us? They howl like a female dog in heat. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I don't get. Like, I don't understand it. How can a corporation, you know, say we don't want to advertise to that demographic? And non-snowflakes don't buy crap? Well, no, actually, the non-snowflakes are the ones who got the money, guys. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Snowflakes, they don't work. Or if they do work, you know, they got student debt, or they're living in their mom's basement, or, you know, whatever. It's the non-snowflakes that have carved a mark out in their lives. You know, that have carved a niche out in this world, that have something. We're the ones that work, the non-snowflakes. You know what I mean? I can tell you that for a fact. I know that. It's like, non-snowflakes are the breadwinners. You know, so why don't corporations want to advertise to us? Exactly. Snowflakes are too hard to employ, too many demands. Most employers won't touch them, so hence they're unemployed with no money. Why would you want to chase people with no money? Because I'll tell you something, you know, I had a business for 22 years, right, in town. And a part of that business was rentals, renting videos, okay? The first, you know, I don't know, when rentals were big there in the 90s, okay? So renting videos. And I came to the conclusion that if you know, and I was, $3 rentals, okay, $3 to rent a video, VHS, okay, and then DVD came in. That was the end of the rental when DVDs happened. But anyways, when they were, getting into another thing here. But anyways, back to the VHS rentals, $3 to rent a video. When you chase people with no money in business, you become broke. All right, because you're chasing customers with no money. So if you're chasing people for $3 all the time and they're broke and that's all they can afford is $3 rental, your business you're doomed to fail. So if the snowflakes have no money, why would you want to chase them as a consumer? They got no money. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, when is a corporation going to stand up and say, we want to advertise to the non-snowflakes? They're impulsive buyers. Yes, Susan, they are. They buy junk. But there's lots of corporations out there that don't make junk. You're saying that non-snowflakes, we don't need anything in life? Credit, yeah, banks love snowflakes because they can suck them into loans because the snowflake. Oh, I just got a $20,000 loan to go. We're going to Costa Rica for a month. Oh, I'm only paying 18% interest on this loan, and it's only going to take me 9 years to pay off this 1 month in Costa Rica. But what a time to go on an adventure! You know what I mean? But no, they don't have to say it, Mindy. They just gotta do it. Don't say a thing, and let the snowflakes boycott them. But the snowflakes aren't buying anything. What time is it now? 9:30 in the morning. Sab put 17 cup holders in a station wagon. Non-snowflakes, yeah, well, we blocked out advertising, but the thing is, we still need stuff. We still need stuff. Like, I'm not a snowflake, and I still need things. Now, I'm not a shopper. I'm the worst guy. I'm the worst shopper in the world. I'm a mission purchaser. Okay, that's what I am. I'm on a mission to purchase. I'm not browsing. I don't browse. I don't window shop. I just, when I need something, even on the internet, like, I don't waste my time looking at stuff, like, go on eBay just to look at stuff, or Amazon. I don't look until I need something. When I need something, then I go looking for it. But why aren't they advertising to me for the stuff I need? They know my search history, and well, not now since I go DuckDuckGo, because since I've been doing DuckDuckGo, the ads don't make any sense what's coming up to me. It ain't what I'm looking for. Because I always hate that. I'm on eBay looking at something, then I go to Facebook and there's ads, and I'm saying, why are you showing me this ad for this? I already bought it. Like, that's another thing they got a real problem with. They show you ads after you bought it. I already bought the item. Why are you showing me the ad again? A plow to a place for snowflakes. I don't know, guys. Non-snowflake millennials are lonely. Tom, non-snowflake anybody is lonely because we're cast aside. We're the 30% of the population makes us feel like we're all alone. That's one thing that I have seen online, because like, I'm a newsie, is that I've noticed the channels that I follow are getting really big. Like, they're no longer fringe little channels anymore. They're getting bigger and bigger. There's a lot of people like us out there that are awake. And the government is worried. They are. Too many people awake is a bad thing. And that's why they're censoring the crap out of all these channels. What channels do I watch? Alternative news. Alternative commentary. Actually, you know what? The other day there was a channel I was watching that they were using a bunch of clips from CNN, and I couldn't handle it anymore because they were just using clips from CNN to show the hypocrisy and the fakeness and everything that was going on the channel, on CNN, and it was only like a 6-minute video. and maybe 3 minutes of it was chunks of CNN thrown in there, I had enough of CNN just with the highlights in the video. I was like, how do people watch that? Like, how could you turn CNN on and watch? I couldn't handle the 3 minutes of video scattered in a 6-minute video showing the fakeness. I was cracking watching it. I was like, I'm getting too much CNN just by reviewing CNN through commentary from other people pointing out the fakeness. I can't understand how people can sit there and watch it. You're not a snowflake, Diane. See, you're painting yourself into a corner. You're helping somebody. Snowflakes don't help people, Diane. Snowflakes are like a parasite. They latch onto the host and they suck them dry. I'm not thinking that you're sucking your mother-in-law dry if she's got dementia. It sounds like you're helping her. What are we talking about? Genuine grievances. I don't understand, Vista, what you're talking about. You like CNN, Mindy? Mandy? Mandy, I need to send you some links. I'll send you some links and you'll never watch CNN again. What? CNN is fake, Inga? I know, eh? The shock of it. I have a friend that knows CNN's fake. Like, he knows CNN's fake, but he watches it every day. I can't do CNN. BBC. There's another one. Here's something that's crazy, guys. I watched this little piece on BBC. You know how much money the BBC gets to do their propaganda? I was blown away. $8 billion of taxpayer money a year is pumped into the BBC. $8 billion. I thought Canada was bad at $1.5 billion for our propaganda channel up here the government gives to the CBC, but $8 billion. That is nuts. And what, did you see the newest one? That they got a BBC Pidgin English? Did you see that one? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The Pidgin English. They've come up with a website. Do you guys know what Pidgin English is? You know, it's when a English, you know, like island English or you know, African English where they don't really have English and it's sort of like a mix of, it's just bad, you know. They've got websites now set up so that people who can only speak Pidgin English can watch this, can read the website. I couldn't even read it. Green, you saw it? You saw the Pidgin English thing? Is that crazy? I couldn't read the article. I was trying to read it and I was like, I can't even figure this out. I can't read English that bad. And the government is spending money doing this. Well, the non-snowflakes, Diane, are fact-checking. The snowflakes, they don't. They got the phone right in their hand and they're standing there and they believe everything. Gene, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It blows me away. Well, they're trying their damnedest to dumb down society, but the only problem is the non-snowflakes are waking up, and we use the internet. I question everything. I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything the news says. Nothing. Zero zip. North Korea, don't believe anything you read about it. Don't believe anything. Think about it. Everything you know negative about North Korea, where did it come from? Think about that. Just answer that question. Where did it come from? Where did it come from? You know? From the same news source that told us Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction? Think about that. Like, you can't believe these people. They need a war. They need wars. Think about this. Think about this, guys. We got this hurricane happening right now down in the southern states, you know? And this is mind-numbing. Mind-numbing. I look at this, what's going on, like with the debt ceiling in the States, and then with the hurricane, and the amount of people that need help. True help, okay? True help. Trump, what he's trying to get, like $15 billion through to the flood insurance fund, so that people can actually get help that are, one in Harvey, all the people that suffered in Harvey there 2 weeks ago, and now what's coming for Florida, okay? $15 billion ain't going to do it, okay? But they're like panicking for this $15 billion. But what did they do not even 2 months ago? They gave the military $50 billion. They gave the military $50 billion for Afghanistan, but they can't come up with $15 billion for their own people for two natural disasters. One that happened and one that's going to happen this weekend. Think about that, guys. That one blows me away. That one, that pisses me off, actually. That kind of stuff. How can you have $50 billion for the military to do, Afghanistan 2 months ago, but you can't come up with $15 billion right now? Like right now. For your own people who pay the taxes. Like, it's just like, oh man, it makes me so mad. It's like, I'm sorry for ruining the duck adventure this morning, guys. I'm sorry. This is a very, very passionate subject for me. Well, no, the thing is, no, here's the thing. War is very profitable, okay, guys? Here's the problem, all right? We know what needs to happen. You know what needs to happen is all these military-industrial complex factories need to be nuked. They need to be wiped off the face of the earth. Because, the Second World War, have you ever heard the term plows to, was it plows to plowshares? What was that? Oh, I'm drawing brain dead there for a second. In the old days they had, the plows. Was it plows? Someone help me here. Plows to plowshares? What was it, Tom? Come on, Tom. You should know this. Swords to plowshares. That's what it is. But I thought it was plowshares to swords. Maybe one or the other. Okay. So you got a factory that makes plowshares. And then they need, and a war comes, change it, and they start making swords. Okay? The problem is that all the manufacturers just making nothing but plows, or just making swords now. Plows to plowshares. Is that it? I don't know. Okay. But the point is, guys, if they got rid of all these weapons factories or told the weapons factories you got to convert to making things that help society instead of making things that blow up society, there's still profit in it. But the problem is they've got this 60-year-old machine that just builds killing things. And it's like, to change it, the only way to change it is literally to nuke the factory. We got to get rid of it. Like, that's the only way. We need to produce things that help us. And there's lots of things they can make to help us. Tons of things to make us. Like rebuilding what just happened in the States. Imagine how much money. The wall, for God's sakes. They're worried about $38 billion to build a wall. What's $38 billion when they just gave $50 billion to the military to blow up Afghanistan? Duh. Like, how many people would the wall? How many people would the wall employ? And what's wrong with having a wall? I believe in fences on my property. A fence, a wall. What's the difference? What's the difference? Why can't a country protect itself? The saying, fences make good neighbors. Because I'm telling you right now, if I didn't have a fence, my neighbor over there would be, he'd be like a Mexican. He would be on my property. His junk would be spewing over onto my property. I had to complain to the township because he was piling his junk so close to the fence. Because by law, you can't be closer than 10 feet with your junk to the property line. He was piling his junk against my wall. Okay? Basically. Fences make good neighbors. Bottom line. I wish Canada had a wall with the U.S. Doug's doing fantastic today. He's doing great. He's right behind me. See? There he is, the dog. And he knows how to get around the wall, too. I've caught him. I'm not talking about illegal immigration. I'm just talking about protecting your border. Here's another thing, too. Think about this. You got all this military. Okay? You got, what, 800 bases around the world. And they're saying, well, we can't protect our border. Well, why don't they have... Isn't the military supposed to protect your country? Isn't that what the military is for? Not for wars of aggression or, you know, foreign excursions. Why don't they have the military along the border? What a concept, eh? Have the military do the border. Put a man every freaking 100 yards. You know? Like, why don't we do that? Why isn't there a man? They do it in South America, you know. They do it in, you know, the Middle East. They put people with machine guns right along the border. Why not here? I don't get it. I just don't get it. No, I don't want to be present. I couldn't handle it. They'd assassinate me. But look what they did to Trump. He had all these big promises, and they got in there and they showed him the footage from the other angle of JFK that nobody's ever seen. And they said, see this? You better follow what we say there, buddy. An angle that nobody's ever seen. Oh man, it's so bad. It's bad, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta get a coffee here. I'm off on a serious Friday morning rant here. The duck adventure goes real. I'm like, oh, the ducks are having like way too much fun over there. It's an interesting rant, though. I should probably be losing subs right now. So I've revealed that I'm a true non-snowflake. Ducks are having a blast out there, Strawberry. Big time blast. Oh man, it's like, I don't know. I just don't know where we're going at. And just like, look at what's going on in poor Europe. There is a mess. Feels, and you know something. It's I was as a young lad. You know, I'm talking young. Like I left Europe when I was like 5.5, 6 years old. I don't remember much, but I always thought I thought one day I would like to go and travel Europe, you know, and see, you know, what it was like, because I have an interest in Europe. Not anymore. Not anymore. I would not go to Europe if my life depended on it. Not. Zero zip. South America is safer. Oh, and South America's still on my list, Jasmine. Always, there's nothing going to stop me there, because nobody wants to go to South America. They think it's a hellhole. It's like the hellhole right now is what's going on in Europe. That's crazy. Australia's not safe. You guys got too many animals down there that can kill you. Not interested in going to bed and waking up with a big spider on me that can kill me. I'll pass on that one. Too many dangerous animals in Australia for me. I'm sorry. I have friends in Australia, and they tell me you got to pay attention. You just got to pay attention. They've sent me pictures of things outside their door, and they said this will kill you. Okay, that's in your backyard. I'll pass. You're waiting for you know, Janie, you're in Guam, eh? North Korea allegedly wants to flatten you, which they ain't gonna do it. North Korea ain't gonna do nothing, man. That's another thing. It's like North Korea is like a little dog barking, like, you know, like just little dogs do, and they just bark. That's all that North Korea is. They just want to keep everybody away from them. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Why do we forget that? I don't understand that one. Exactly. North Korea is a chihuahua. And Scott, how do you know this, Scott? Where did you learn this information from, Scott? I would like to know, Scott, where you learned this information from. CNN? BBC? CBS? We don't know anything about North Korea. We honestly don't. Do you know that North Korea is literally an underground country? Do you know that, Scott? Do you know that they have spent the last 60 years building underground because of what the US did to them in the Korean War? Did you know that? North Korea is a dictatorship? And you think we're free here in the West? You think the free is West? You think the West is free? You don't think like the deep state is / a dictatorship running us? You think you're free here? You think the elections make any difference? If elections made any difference, they wouldn't let us vote. Have you not figured it out that no matter who you elect, think about this. I'm 55 and I've seen lots of, my 55 years of following politics. No matter who we elect, we still get screwed the same way. Nothing changes. It doesn't matter who's in power. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll have to give an example here in Canada. When Chrétien was in for 12 years, 13 years he was in, the corruption was crazy. So then Harper comes in. He does the corruption. Now Trudeau's back. Liberals are back in again. Corruption again. No matter who's in, it's just corruption. It's the same things happen to us. Our taxes keep going up. They say the taxes are going to go down. Nope, taxes go up. And nothing changes. Like, that's the thing. You got to get your head out of the sand. Nothing changes. Out with the old boss, in with the new boss, everything stays the same. Like, nothing changes the same. Nothing. It's a joke. And I don't believe anything. But North Korea, man, that is a scary situation. We better not go that. If our leaders take us down that road, guys, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I've done a lot of reading on that country. We don't know anything about that country. We know nothing about that country, actually. That's a rabbit hole, a true rabbit hole. They have been waiting for an invasion for 60 years. Their whole country is an underground fortress. They don't have anything built above ground. When they lost everything, when the US dropped more bombs on North Korea than they did on Vietnam. They burnt the country to a crisp. So North Korea didn't rebuild. They went underground. They got 1.2 million people in the military. 1.2 million in the military. 10 years service. They have the largest paramilitary in the world. Now, for you that don't know what paramilitary is, it's basically the reserves, all the civilians that are ready to fight. They have the largest in the world. And Drippy Kid, no, we're not going to sub to your channel, Drippy Kid. Go away. We're having a serious conversation here, and we're not going to. We're not. Sorry, he's gone now. Good. Drip off. Exactly. So you got a country that allegedly has nukes. You're in denial, Cheryl. Don't be in denial. Wake up, man. Denial is a bad situation. Prepare to help your family. Oh, what is it? 217 years? Or 246 years? Or 270 years? It's crazy. It's like 98% of the U.S. history is under war. I think there was only like 18 years that the U.S. wasn't at war. You need to send me subs here. Triple cheese? Oh, no, too much cheese bungs me up, Tom. I want a meat sub. But North Korea has been building Mr. Not So Evil for 60 years, waiting for an invasion. Waiting. And we're going to send 30,000 troops in and a bunch of drones to take them on? Not a chance. It ain't going to happen. It'll be, they will, if our leaders are crazy enough, and Canada is stupid enough to join in on this, guys. We're just as stupid up here, okay? We'll join in with some kind of support position. It will bankrupt us all. It will be the and then who knows? You know, poor little Kim will be backed in the corner, and he'll have to hit the red button and not launch a nuke. And then they're talking about, here's the crazy part. They're talking about that he ain't gonna like actually do a ground nuke. They're speculating that he's talking about EMP, which means that he could take out a third or a half of the whole electrical grid in North America, and we wouldn't get it back for decades. Imagine if North America had half of North America had no electrical grid for a couple decades. What would we be like up here? We'd be literally cavemen. And our leaders are picking a fight with it. They're like freaking nuts, man. Like, well, Russia and China are saying, no, you got to stop this. Actually, it's pretty funny, eh? Did you see that? The U.S. government is asking Russia to help them with the sanctions after Russia just got put on sanctions by the U.S. on the list of Iran and North Korea. Like, you got to wonder. Actually, Putin had it really good the way he said. I watched in the translation while he was talking, and he says these are the same people that confuse Australia with Austria. I was like, yep, that's funny. Oh, you're right, Mindy. It would be massive depopulation, massive. Unfortunately, Cheryl, it'd be a lot more than just snowflakes that would go. It would not be a good situation. Diane, you think they're waiting for a massive bribe to go away? Potentially, you know. But as Putin says, it's time to get rid of the sanctions. They need to lift the sanctions and work with North Korea. Because it's a proven fact, sanctions always lead to war, forces you into a corner, and they need to lift the sanctions and start getting economic trade, because the best thing that could happen to join the countries together is economic trade and help them, because that's what they want. You know, they want to be included in the world. It's just they don't want a Rothschild bank in their country, and they want to govern their own country. That's the Rothschild bank is the big, and they want the coal, to stop the coal, because that's another thing, is the coal. The U.S. Is trying to stop the coal trade because Trump has just reopened all the coal mines in the U.S. So, and North Korea is sitting on a ton of coal. Just like Venezuela, you know. They don't want Venezuela oil. They just don't want Venezuela selling oil because of all the fracking that's going on in the States. Oh, and Jazz thinks I'm an idiot. Oh, that's nice, Jazz. That's your opinion. Global warming. Oh, you've been watching too much CNN. I'm thinking Jazz is young. You believe that man is global warming. Jazz. I got news. I don't know, how old are you, Jazz? Tell me how old are you, please. I'm not going to pick on you. I want to talk to you here. How old are you, Jazz? 22. Okay, Jazz. We're going to red pill Jazz here, okay? Global warming is a scam, okay? It's a scam. Just like Al Gore invented the internet. It's a total scam, Jazz. Global warming is a scam to get you to pay taxes so you feel good that you're helping global warming. No matter how, they could take 100% of your tax of your income, and it ain't going to help the environment. I'm 55, Jazz, and I have an amazing memory when it comes to weather. An amazing memory, and I can tell you, the weather's just as screwed up right now as it was when I was a kid in the 70s. There's no difference, okay? So 70s, this is 2017, in 47 years, the weather's just as screwed up. Okay, Jazz? Like, don't believe it, man. Don't believe it, please. You need to do some research on this. Get your smartphone out and do some looking. Man is too small. The only thing we're guilty of is pollution. Okay, we are totally guilty of pollution, which is killing animals, which is killing plants. You know, we are guilty of that, hands down. We are the worst when it comes to the face of the earth. We are destroying this earth with pollution. But carbon dioxide is plant food. Without carbon dioxide, plants turn carbon dioxide into oxygen. Without carbon dioxide, they can't make oxygen. I don't think they teach photosynthesis in school anymore. I'm thinking that's how they got away with this carbon change thing, or the climate change thing, because we were pounded with photosynthesis as a kid. We knew that carbon, you know, that's how plant food. Diane, you think you notice a difference because the media is pounding it into you. Okay, right now, here's an example. Right now, it's cold. It's rainy right now, okay? I remember as a kid, this is fair week right now, okay? And I just drove through town yesterday. The fair is Deadsville, okay? I remember this. I remember lots of rainy fair weeks. Lots. I remember going to the fair in a freaking snowmobile suit. It was so cold. And then it would get nice after the fair week and be a month solid of beautiful Indian summer. And you ever hear that term, Indian summer? I know it's not a politically Native American summer, Aboriginal summer, whatever you want to call it. We called it Indian summer as a kid. And it was when you had a fall that resembled summer. Probably what you're noticing through your gardening, Diane, is the effects of pollution. Like Canada produces, I think it's 0.4, it's not even a percent of the carbon dioxide in the world. And we're the biggest carbon bank in the world because of all our trees. But yet they're telling us that if we pay a carbon tax on everything, that it'll make things better. You know, does that make sense? Actually, Tom, it's not a political agenda. Carbon tax is a banker agenda, because if you look at who wants to manage the carbon credits, it's the Rothschilds, International Bank of Settlements. They're the ones that want to manage this massive tax fund worldwide. And anybody that doesn't know what the International Bank of Settlements is, it's the head bank of all the central banks. It's all bankers. They want to manage, because they're going to take a cut, just like Visa. You know how Visa takes like 1, 2, 3% of a merchant's transaction? It's the exact same thing. The International Bank of Settlements wants to manage all this tax money, and they just want to take a little bit off the top for themselves. Climate change is not real. It's not. Why? Well, last time I read here, the Arctic ice, there's more ice right now than there was last year. But how can that happen if the world's warming up? We're getting scammed, guys. Don't believe anything the news says. If the government denies it, believe it. If they deny it, then it's the truth. But don't believe what the government tells you. Don't believe what the news tells you. Nothing. The climate in the world, we had the dinosaurs when the whole world was tropical, and then it changed and went into an ice age, and then was it the CO2 from the combustion engines that changed when the dinosaurs were here? So we went from a tropical climate in the world to the Earth froze. Like, it's constantly changing. We'll never see it in our lifespan do what they say it's going to do. Well, what did Al Gore say? What, the ice caps are going to be gone by the time you were going to be like now? Climate change. Yes, exactly. It's a natural occurrence. We can't stop it. But it's not because of carbon and global warming and Al Gore, what his house uses as much electricity as something like what 30 houses. It's crazy what, and he flies around. Like the guy's a billionaire. He made billions. And think about this: he won the election, and he won the election, and then quietly took one for the team, with the hanging Chad crap, and then became a billionaire. Think about that. I'm thinking he got bought. Take one for the team, let the Bushes in, and we'll make you a billionaire. It's scary, man. Exactly. Al Gore's footprint is huge. Huge. Oh, the Clintons. Yeah, I know. They went into the White House bankrupt and came out. Well, look at them. Ridiculously. It's scary. I know. It's just bad, eh? It's like we've gone down the rabbit hole this morning, eh? The Friday morning rabbit hole edition. Speaking of oil mongers, Diane, I don't know how old you are, Diane, but do you remember peak oil? Do you remember I remember the 70s, because I remember this. My parents sold their big car and bought a little mini Austin because the price of gas was going through the roof, and there was like gas shortages and lineups at the gas station, the oil embargo, and and all. We were screwed. There was no more oil left in the world, and now there's a glut of oil. Mindy, I've been watching a lot of stuff on the Clintons, and I don't understand. It's like, what? How much proof do you need to nail them to the wall? Like, how much proof? I like, when is it going to happen? That's something that's that it is like this. Enough is enough. Like, when? I'm missing out on the true joy and freedom. What do you mean? I'm living my life with joy and freedom, guys. I'm just aware of the corruption, Nathan. Yeah, I know. The death toll keeps climbing with the Clintons. Anybody that stands up to the Clintons or exposes anything. There isn't there's nothing. Being governed by other people. I never can understand that. I'm forgetting. I just read about the guy dying there. Another Clinton exposure. I know, Diane. The Clintons. They get me worked up bad. Billions of dollars stolen, and it's like, and they make a big story. There's a guy was on Zero Hedge. I just read an article on Zero Hedge, a guy like a couple $1 million Ponzi scheme, and they're crucifying him. And where is it here? Where is it here? I just read it the other day, and it was like a couple $1 million. Where is it here? Oh no. U.S. Army prepares troops deployed in South Korea for weapons of mass destruction attack. Talk about whipping everybody into a frenzy. 650,000 people ordered to leave Florida. Okay, where is this guy that... Where is it? I read it yesterday about the guy, and it was a couple $1 million. Let's find it now, guys. This must be back a couple pages. Oh, hang on here. Here's yesterday's. This guy, he didn't do, nothing. Drop in the bucket. Put it this way. The Clintons probably spend more on the weekend than he stole, and they're making him out. They're going to crucify the guy. Where is it? It was a hedge fund guy. Oh, I can't find it now. It was just ridiculous. But the Clintons get away with like unbelievable amount of destruction and stealing unbelievable amounts of money. I can't find it now. Too much news. Too much bad news. Yeah, I know, in Mindy, and they'll kill federal agents. They'll kill anybody. They just don't care. He committed suicide with 2 bullets to the back of his head, and then hung himself off a bridge. But the rope snapped, and he was floating down the river. He did it all himself. You know what is really funny is when you see people saying that the Clinton Foundation, that all of this is, it's not true. I love reading those comments, and I'm like, my God, you believe that the Clintons have done nothing wrong? How do you make $160,000 a year, go into a job bankrupt, and come out 8 years later worth $200 million? How do you do that on $160,000 a year? I want to know that investing strategy. Oh, Nathan, I'm sorry, Nathan, you can't do that. Do that again, and you'll get banned, Nathan. We don't do emojis here. Okay? Just warning you. Do it one more time. Oh, Terry banned him. I was giving him a warning, Terry, before we did it. But we're going to give Nathan a second chance. And we'll see if he does it again. And then I'll ban him. I'll hammer him. So let's give Nathan a chance here to see if he's going to do it. You want to bet? He's going to do it? Who wants to bet Nathan's going to do it? He might be a duck lover, and that's the only language he knows is emojis. I think maybe Nathan might have left. You might have hurt Nathan's feelings, Terry. I think Nathan's gone. Or he's busy gathering up a whole bunch of emojis. That could be it too, eh? He could be right now like sitting there on the emoji thing trying to pick up a whole bunch of them. Mindy's going to be right back. I know what BRB stands for. Well, I think I do. Be right back. I think that's what it is. Oh, Nathan's still here. And he typed. He didn't collect a whole bunch of emojis. Ooh, Nathan! There's hope. How old's Nathan? Tell us how old you are, Nathan. I'm interested to know. How old are you? You going to tell us how old you are, Nathan? I'm waiting. Answer me, please. I'm asking nice. You stop the bad news? Well, we're going to go right back to it after I tell how you're 44. And you did the emoji thing at 44. Nathan, come on. You're lying on the 44. There's no way you did the emoji thing at 44. You work for CNN. You're doing us with controlled distraction. That's what Nathan's doing. He works for mainstream media. That's what he did. He just distracted us, and now we're off the reality onto silly emojis. I'm gonna take a selfie of myself now. You're a janitor and you're poor? I'm sorry that you're a janitor and you're poor, but you're only poor if you think you're poor. Oh, you didn't grow up with emojis, so you want to use them in your 40s? I never use emojis. I hate emojis. It's like I can't be bothered trying to find the right one. I click on that and I was like, which one? Like, I'm gonna click on it right now here. I'm gonna click, and I'm looking at it, like, where do you start? And there's people, there's snowflakes. There's the snowflake ones, and I got like all thousands to choose from. Like, would like, give me a break. Like, to sit there and go through them all, trying to construct like objects, travel, activities, food, nature, cars. Oh, that's travel. Objects. It's like, it's like I don't get it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just old and I don't understand. You know, maybe it's that. Maybe it's I'm just old and I don't understand. I'm looking here. Yeah, there's nothing I want to use. Symbols. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm looking at time. I don't get it. Oh, Nathan's 23 now? Yeah, see, Mindy, I don't have. I'm sorry. You're younger than me. I'm not an emoji person. So Nathan, now he's 23. Where is Nathan? I want to see. He said he was 23? You're physically poor, but you're blessed. I'm free from the world. No, you're not, Nathan. You're 23 in college and you work 2 jobs now. Nathan, you're a pathological liar. You told me you were 44 and you're a janitor and now you're in school, 23, working 2 jobs. I'm sorry, I can't believe anything you say now. Type the word and the emoji shows up. I don't have that. Never works for me. Hieroglyphics equals emojis. It's called human progress. I don't think so, Tom. We're going downhill. We're not progressing. Nathan is a bot? Possibly. Jasmine, you're pushy all the time. You are, honestly. I know that. I know you. You're just pushy. Actually, when you said you were 44, Nathan, and you're doing the emoji thing, I was going to say, move out of your mother's basement. That's what the first thought in my mind was. What are you doing in your mother's basement at 44 doing emojis on the internet? That's what I thought. But, hey, we've distracted the masses now. We're no longer talking relevant, serious subjects. And we can just all keep having a big glass of fluoride here. And millions to be without power as deadly, devastating Irma closes in on Florida. Okay? The Duck Adventure, reading the news. Now I can't get rid of the emojis. I'm trying to get rid of them and all the emojis on the bottom of my screen. How did I get rid of them now? I don't want emojis. Oh, I can pick skin tone. Oh, you can change the color of your emojis. But I can't. I'm trying to change the color, but I'm trying to come up with an emoji skin tone. But it won't let me change the color. You can change. You can be a multicultural emoji society. No, that's not working. I'm trying to change the color, and it won't let me. Okay, I'm going to try this. So I'm going to join the emoji club. No, didn't work. Click on the pick on the keyboard. I don't know. It's not working, guys. Cultural appropriation? Yeah, I am. I'm a cultural appropriation guy, and I'm proud of it. Proud of it. How did you get that, Jasmine? I can't get it. I love other cultures, especially taking them over. I can't get the colored. Digital blackface. You saw that too, eh? That's so funny. And then they used all the black actors, entertainers, as examples of digital blackface. It was just so stupid, man. We're so screwed. Oh man, I watched all. I was like, my God, these kids need to get jobs. I can't put it this way. I look at these young people and these, the things on YouTube and people, the digital blackface and being offended and triggered and all that kind of stuff. I can't imagine. Like, I can't even get my head around, because I remember, like, when I was in my 20s working, I only had time for 2 things: work and then work. Like, I don't understand. Where do they get the time for anything but they're like, I don't know where they get the time to all this offended thing. I don't remember ever being offended when, like, ever. Like, I don't understand. I'm really confused. Like, Well, if I had ducks in Florida, I wouldn't leave the ducks, Opal. I would just do it. Would just take care of the ducks. I'd honker down. I'd get them in an underground shelter, protect them. But Susan, I don't even remember sucking it up though, Susan. Like I just don't remember it. Like I don't remember all this this triggering thing or offensive anything. I just don't understand. Like these kids are going to look back at this 20, 30 years from now, and they're going to look and say, "My God, I wasted a lot of energy on that." But where did the time come from to do this? Like I don't remember. You know. So you're thinking, Diane, it's all the drugs that we did in the 70s that's affecting the kids today? Okay, that's an interesting theory. I don't think that's the problem. I think it has a lot to do with the government and the education system, and us, well, not me, I'm not a parent, but my friends seem to spoil their kids far too often. I'm of the tough love philosophy in life. Nothing like good punishment to teach a lesson, but they don't do punishment anymore. There's no repercussions to actions. You know? No, we didn't have crack in the 70s. We had just freebase cocaine. That's what the 70s was. Well, actually, it was cocaine. Then it was freebase. Then it was crack. The 80s was freebasing. So that's how Richard Pryor burned his head off when he was freebasing. LSD, yeah, the 70s. Well, lots of LSD. But now it's, what is it now? It's ecstasy, so they can burn their spinal columns out or whatever they do. I don't know. I just don't understand. Because I just remember working in the 80s. That's all I did was work. I worked at night. I worked during the day. And then, I did a fair amount of drinking. I played with my toys. Dirt bikes, snow machines, that kind of stuff. And, and I didn't know what, exactly, Diane, I didn't know what offensive was. Like, so it was like, oh, that's your opinion? Okay. Well, like, I don't understand. And today, you look at the kids, they waste so much effort on this. And it's like, I don't get it. There's a series up here, Rebel Media does, and they talk to the Trudeau supporters after hours at the bar in Toronto, and the reporter stands outside, and it's unbelievable to listen to these young people. It's like, my God, they're doomed. They're doomed. It's like you just listen to them, and it's like, well, now the one I just watched was Hurricane Harvey, because we have a Harvey's restaurant chain up here, guys. Okay, it's called. They do burgers, and they were outside the bar, and they were asking these kids if Harvey should change the name of the restaurant because it could trigger people that were suffering from PTSD from Hurricane Harvey, and some people were actually, they should change the restaurant name. Another one was, they were outside the Toronto Star, thought that this is good. This is a good one. You're going to love this one. This is even better. The Toronto Star, okay? The Toronto Star writer said that they should cancel the air show in Toronto because it could trigger the immigrants that have come from war-torn countries. You can't even make this stuff up. Cancel the air show that generates, millions of dollars for the city because it could trigger the immigrants that have just come to the city from war-torn countries. You can't even make this stuff up, and people agree with it. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, actually. I don't get it either, Diane. I don't get anything. Yeah, I know. Christmas is out the window. You can't have the word Christmas anyway. It's Happy Holidays. I hate the Happy Holidays. Hate it with a passion. Hate it. I hate the holiday word. That happy holidays. I just like, you know. I hope your holidays suck. I'm triggered by people that are triggered. Yeah, I am, Jasmine. So what do we call that? So when you're triggered by people who are triggered. Merry Christmas to you, Scott. What do you call that when you're offended or triggered by people who are triggered? I'll tell you a Christmas story. I was buying a gun from a retailer last year. Okay, it was actually in December. I was buying a gun, and um, they said to me, "Happy holidays," and I was like, "What are you?" They were Asian. Okay, I'm like, "What's Happy Holidays? It's Merry Christmas," and they were like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, we got to be careful." I said, "What? You got to be careful? You got to be politically correct. Would be not selling weapons, okay? You're selling guns online. You should be saying Merry Christmas while you can." It's like, and then the girl goes, "Oh, I guess so, eh?" And I was like, "Yeah." But like, she said, you know, Happy Holidays to me, and I was like, "No, no, no, man, it's Christmas." Yeah, we're doing a lot of rabbit holes today. Today was quite an adventure we've done here, guys. We've been all over. Happy random holiday. Perfect. That's what we should call it now, eh? Happy, totally safe. Totally safe. Happy random holiday. This was actually a lot of fun, this coffee this morning. I love going off on these tangents like this. We'll get back to the duck adventure here when I go outside to unload the truck. And when I unload 3,800 pounds of duck feed, we'll be back to the ducks soon. The dog, totally chilled, eh? I can't believe where the duck adventure's going though. We're like, there's not much we won't touch here, eh? It's like, I wonder how many subs I lost. I'm gonna go into Social Blade, see if we lost anybody while the last 2 hours, because they have real-time stats. Let's take a look to see if we lost anybody. Okay, see, they're wrong. They say I've gained 101 subs in the last 30 days. I haven't. Okay, let's go to the live stats. Oh no, I don't want live as that live. I want the other live. Okay, hang on here. It's full monthly stats. Where are we? There we go. All right. So in the last 2 hours, oh, we did lose some people, but we gained 2. So we dropped a couple snowflakes. I'll show you. There you go. So the last 2 hours, we lost 1, gained 2, then lost 1. $43 bags of feed to unload today. And then I got to go and get supplies today. Swiss cheese is code for rabbit hole? No. Swiss cheese is Swiss cheese with a quiche. I've got to go today and get all that stuff. I because I want quiche. I really do want quiche. I want a bunch of quiches frozen in my freezer. I do, honestly. I'm going to buy any cheat treats? No, I'm not buying any treats. I did really good last night. No treats. Nothing. I had a really good supper. I had roasted beets with the honey. It was so good. I forgot how good it was. And leftover duck breast and a leftover duck leg. It was so tasty. It was really good. No pistachios. Not buying any junk. I'm going to breakfast this morning. I got to take my pill too for my aching foot right now. And my headache. I got a headache too. So Well, you're welcome, Gene. I try my best to keep you guys going here. Do I put meat in my quiche? Yeah. Bacon. It's a non-Muslim quiche. Or a Muslim repellent quiche. Whatever you want to call it. But there's bacon in it. What was the duck's name I had for dinner? I don't know his name. Dougie already had a hot dog. You didn't give me a headache. Yeah, I'm going to eat before I'm going to have breakfast here. I just turned the what you call it on. Bacon. Its own food group. I know. Look at it. See? He's not right. He's doing so much better. So yesterday when Doug wouldn't get up, he was in pain. And we can thank Katrina Reynolds, actually, for that. She put a comment that triggered my thoughts yesterday on the video. I'll read it to you. It was her that got me thinking about it. Because when I read it, I said, I got to go to the vet. Something tells me I got to go to the vet here. And where is it here? Video manager. Let's go to the video. She was worried about Doug. And then after I read the art thing, I got thinking to myself, I was like, yeah. I think it was Katrina. Where are you? Well, there's a whole bunch of comments today. Yesterday there was only one, and it was hers. And it stuck out. No, it was Elaine Allison. Yeah. There's a much deeper problem with Doug and low thyroid function here. Please show Andrew this vet. And I got thinking about that. I got thinking, there's something else wrong. And I was thinking. And I was like, yeah, this isn't right. Doug's lazy and, and he is bad that way. But, so then I called Andrew and we talked. And I explained everything that was going on. And Andrew said that's pain. He's in pain. That's why he's doing this. So I went out to the hospital and picked up a big bottle of really expensive pills for Doug. And this morning, he's like a different dog. Actually, we've lost him. He's like way better. Yeah, look at this. He's even out here now. So. He's doing good. The fact that he's moving around and not laying on the couch or laying on the living room floor is a big improvement. I'm not going to call him. I'm going to write a thank you letter for that comment. Oh, I just acknowledged her for that comment. What political party is Doug? I never asked him. But he's red-pilled. He's a red-pilled dog. I'm no party, guys. They're both bad for us. No matter who, like I said, guys, doesn't matter who gets into power. We get screwed the same way. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. We're stupid humans. That's what the bottom line is. We're just not right upstairs. People love to be controlled. I don't know why. I'm not big on the control thing. I don't do well with direction. Rain triggers Doug. Yeah, he's a snowflake when it comes to rain. But then he'll turn around and run through the mud. Which makes no sense. I don't get him. Because he is a snowflake when it comes to the rain. He's a little princess snowflake, actually. And then he runs through the mud like there's no tomorrow. I don't understand him. It baffles me. It baffles me, guys. It really does. Oh, don't do the emojis, bro said. You're going to get banned. Do it one more time and you'll be gone. We don't do emojis here. We're the anti-emoji channel. Oh, you got banned by Tom. You didn't even get a warning. Mindy, Doug's the same way. He hates the water coming out of the sky, but he'll bark his head off at the storm. Our dogs have something in common. Did I tell you about the really cute dog I saw yesterday? Saint Bernard with a cross with a bull mastiff. Just gorgeous. You can tell when it's necessary. It's the ridgeback in him? Maybe. Yes, I'm aware of the MGTOW. I know that. I feel sorry for young men. I would hate to be 30 years old right now. I would hate that. That would suck. We're trending now? Are we really? How many people do we got here? YouTube keeps wanting me to put on that chat thing where I can block people automatically. I don't want to do that. How many people are here? Oh, 108. We're not trending. Well, maybe we are. Anyways. Well, guys, I'm down to like under the 10%. I've had 2 battery warnings and I haven't shared it with you, but I have had 2 battery warnings. It's time for me to get breakfast into me so I can go outside and unload the truck and get today underway, because I really want to go to town and oh, camera's freezing now. Did I just lose? Okay, I'm back again. I'm back. Okay, phone's crashing. It's down to like under 5% power. That freeze up you just saw was the phone back. Like I just froze. Oh, I'm gone. I'm going down. My Wi-Fi is sucking the power down. Oh, I'm bad. Signal strength's going. We're officially crashed the phone, guys. We're down. I love yous all. I had a blast this morning. Thanks, guys. I gotta say goodbye quick.